Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. First of all, can everyone see and hear me? That's the most important thing I need to work on right now is making sure that everyone can see and hear me. I will take all of these as a yes. Welcome to Babble with Bronies. Here is our first broadcast here on Brony State. I'm glad everyone's here. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about here, so let's not waste any time. First of all, I want to start off with what happened on Thursday, for those of you who were here and heard about it. I'm going to give you the quick and dirty version as well. For those of you who are here, you know what happened. For those of you who don't, we had John de Lancie stop by and get interviewed for about 40 minutes. The story behind this is the good folks at Discord's domain. You can talk to a guy by the name of Mike Nanotube if he's still around here. Yes, Muffinshire, I am dead serious about that. Anyway, Mike Nanotube and I, we've been doing a little bit of business for a long time here. And to make, like I said, a long story short, he offered me the chance to interview John de Lancie with him. Well, apparently John is a very, very, very busy man. Because I woke up Thursday morning and I get the notification that the interview is going down that day. So this is why no one had any announcement about it. And for those of you who are trying to watch me stream the thing, this is why a lot of things it sounded poor, and we had to cut it off for a little bit. So I apologize for how crappy it went, but you can get a full uninterrupted version from Discord's domain. I'll get you guys the link and whatnots later. But for now, just for those of you who were lucky enough to be here when it happened, congratulations, you saw it. For those of you who weren't, I apologize for the fact that you didn't get that opportunity. That was completely out of mine and Mike's control. Anyway, yeah, for what it's worth, there's still some movie from Babble with Bronies as a independent entity. There are still some moving issues, which is why you'll see the chat on my screen here. Why it's for those of you who've been here know that it's the old thing that I've been using for a long time now. Will be, like I said, there's still some things that need to get moved over, but for what it's worth, it's functional, and that's why we're still broadcasting here. For what it's worth, I will say thank you to the good folks of Brony State for allowing me this opportunity. Even if it does or doesn't work out, hey, I got at least one episode in, and that's right here. Speaking of which, folks, there will not be any broadcasting on my behalf. There will be no Babble with Bronies broadcasting on the 17th of February. Got some personal things, and well, we just haven't set up an alternate date yet. So next week we'll have it, but then the week after that, unfortunately, we won't be able to broadcast on our normal time. But anyway, let's get started with the news, as per always. One of the benefits of broadcasting on Sundays here, folks, is I'll now be able to broadcast announce, that's what I'm looking for, announce all of the Brony State, the movie and the pony episodes from the lotteries. Since we broadcasted on Saturdays, sometimes we wouldn't get the lottery results. Anyway, now, and before you guys ask, why are you announcing this? Tradition. For the A movie for this week, we have Runaway Jury, followed by Mystery on the Friendship Express. That's the first pony episode. The B movie is Spaceballs, and the Ponies 2 episode is The Mysterious Ne'er-Do-Well. I'm looking forward to it. Heck, I'm just looking forward to Spaceballs myself, but Then again, it is Mel Brooks we're talking about here. All right. We have a ton of content to get through here. Don't be surprised. One thing I want to talk to a lot of the new guys who are here, their first time. What we do for the first hour is we take news, content, things I've ran across, announcements, etc., etc. And all throughout the week, you guys, or for the first hour, I show it. So if you have art, if you have a song, if you have a video, so long as it falls under appropriate guidelines, I can show it. So if you want your work displayed on here, by all means, just talk to me or shoot me an email or something for all I care. But get a hold of me, and if you want your work displayed, I'll be more than happy to put it on here. You don't have to be some bigwig big shot to be on here. Now, normally I don't cover conventions, but this little piece that I got from a friend of mine is pretty darn delectable for all of you convention goers. Via thedailyoat.com, they are putting together a convention guide. They get a lot of conventions, and they're compiling it into one easy place to look. They've got a lot of them. Now this image you see here basically lists all of them that they have received. Here is the link for your viewing pleasure. Yeah, I always link back to it, so you don't have to worry about asking where am I ever going to see this. I will always post the link in the chat for you guys to grab. Anyway, they have all of them that you've heard of, some of them you haven't. It's absolutely perfect for all you convention goers. I won't get too far into it. I'll let you guys view it. And yeah, Buck has been announced. It's in there. So for all you European goers, have fun with that. Yes, I do read your guys' text, and I may even respond to it. So that's part of the show here, is I want you guys to participate. I want you to comment. I want you to talk with me. I may not always acknowledge it, but don't be discouraged. Now, I want to start with and for the record, yes, there is something I remembered to bring up. I want to bring something to your guys' attention. It's called the 20-minute rule. The 20-minute rule is if for whatever reason I'm not here, whether at the start or in the middle of the show, and after 20 minutes has passed, the show's canceled and we'll pick up the next week. Why? It's just a safety net for my behalf. And it hasn't been enacted yet, thank God. But as you might be able to check, this is a college dorm. And what happens in college dorms? That's right, unplanned fire drills. Or, of course, legitimate fire drills because some idiot left their food on the stove. But I digress. Anyway, we do break some of Brony State's rules. Like, for instance, I will link back to videos. We do have a few videos we need to go over. And there are some things concerning spoilers we will talk about. The line I draw is at episode synopsises. We will talk about episode synopsises, some leaked episodes. Like if it's, remember when Putting Your Hoof Down was leaked, when the title of it was leaked, that kind of stuff we will talk about. But things like legitimate spoilers, like for the episode next week, or what else? Or images or videos, we won't show that. So don't worry too much about spoilers, folks. Basically, it has to have an air of skepticism, or it's so vague that it could be up for anything. The reason I do that is because I think it's good discussion. Like episode synopsises, I think those are perfect for discussion purposes. Rainbow Ash, no, that's the kind of thing that is not permitted on here. Anyway, as I said, we will talk about the videos now. I want to get those out of the way because we have so much art. Let's go with Day by Vifex here. Ladies and gentlemen, Vifex's Day. Link. All right, he has another one. For the record, we will. Hold on. Good water. I openly welcome critique of the stuff I bring on. I don't normally allow critique of videos because I feel those speak for themselves. Plus, we can do it while it's playing, and of course after. So feel free to leave your critiques in the chat. Take care, Mike. Thanks for everything. All right, next one we will get going. Titled "Party Hard," also by Vifex. Party Hard, featuring Psychotic Brony. The link? If you're buffering, you might want to refresh, or it's more likely probably on my end of the table. In that respect, yeah, college connection. Nothing much I can do about it. So I apologize for that, folks, but anyway, Party Hard by VFX. Which one? Oh, I think we'll go with this one. Next one is by an old favorite of ours. Dusty Cat finally released a video, and for all of you Disturbed fans out there, you're going to recognize this one. For some reason, it's not loading beyond this point, folks. Oh, now we go. Here we go.
Can you feel that? Oh,
Get Down with the Ponies featuring Serial the Wolf. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Names are not a strong suit of mine, folks. By Dusty Cat. There's the link. Disperse. Okay. Do you want a Crystal Ponies cover or an original piece, folks? Either one's good, but I'll just leave it for you guys to decide. One for the original. Two for the original. Okay. Yeah, there is going to be some stream lag, folks, so do expect pauses out of me. But that's okay. All right, we got them for the original, so we're going with that. This one is titled In Memoriam of the Crystal Ponies, the Pony Empress collection by Carbon Maestro. Sumika. Anyway, In Memoriam of the Crystal Ponies, Pony Empress Collection by Carbon Maestro. There's the link. Disperse and give him my word. Anyway, moving along now. Last for the videos is Crystal Ponies by The Opera Pony. Anyone who was here when I showed their This Day cover, don't say anything.
Princess Cadence needs our help. Her magic will not last forever. I think we can do it, but we need to work together. I have to get this right. Yes, we have to make them see. We can save the Crystal Ponies and the history. It says that they like jousting. They flew a flag of many hues, made sweets of crystal berries. They had a petting zoo with tiny ewes. Oh, we have to get this right. Yes, we have to make them see. We can save the Crystal Ponies and the history. There was a crystal flugelhorn that every pony learned to play, and the Crystal Kingdom anthem. Can you learn it in a day? Oh, we have to get this right. Yes, we have to make them see. We can save the Crystal Ponies with the history.
Crystal Ponies by The Opera Pony. All right, now we're going to get into the art. This is where we get a lot of good fun stuff, folks. For those of you who like the falsetto when used in singing, you're going to hate me for it. One thing I will say that since we have so much art in so little time is I'm going to hit at least one piece from every artist, and if we still have time, I'll come back to anything left. What was the other thing I was going to say? At the end of the show, then I'll disperse other bits of art if we have time or anything. Anyway, let's get moving. Why don't we go start off with this one? This first one's by Incinerator, titled Speed Paint, Guilty. I'm not sure if I should be showing this one since he put it in his scraps, but it did appear in my DeviantArt, so I might as well. And no, I don't consider this one spoilery because this kind of picture has been shown before, so that's why I am showing it. Here is the link. Anyway, it's Incinerator's work. This person has been on here many times, and every time I've had him on here, he always has a wonderful way with lighting. I've always loved his lighting, and I love the way he brings the picture to life. All right. Next one. Which one should we do? Oh, I know. This next one is by our own Brony State mod, Rec. So if you're there, Rec, yes, showing your work here. Still. This one titled Cyberpunk-esque Twilight for Callisti 2. You guys probably saw this one, but again, bit of a tradition, bit of just because I love showing his work. What can I say, folks? It's Rec. His work always amazes me. I love his cyberpunk stuff, especially. I've always loved his cyberpunk stuff. He has a way of bringing it to life. You don't see too many of them, too many other artists do that. And one of the things that I really like about his cyberpunk in particular is it's a little bit more subdued. I've seen a few out there, cyberpunk ponies, and they tend to be overdone. That's not bad, it's just, a lot. But his stuff, like I said, it's really subdued and it just feels a lot more natural, or at least it doesn't seem so overdone. It's like as if you could get into it a little bit easier than just being thrown into the ocean. Rec, do you have anything to say about it? There's a link, folks. Go favorite, comment, and all that fun jazz. He'll appreciate it. He should be. He was on a little bit earlier. Anyway, Cyberpunk-esque Twilight. Alright, speaking of punk-ish things, I got one here by our good friend Nasty Lady, who, by the way, recently celebrated her birthday about a week or two ago. Anyway, this one is titled, Don't You See the Gray? See if I can't blow this one up. A little bit. Good. She is very much known for steampunk. And in this case, she's doing her discorded hooves. Seriously, I can't recommend... If you're into steampunk, you've got to check her out. You really do. Or I should say steampunk and ponies. Even if you're not, it's just... I love the way she does this. Now, I will say that unlike Rec, who I just said is very subtle with his cyberpunk, she's very upfront and very strong with the whole the steampunk piece. However, as I said also in Rec's rant, that's not a bad thing. This is an example of that. I love the way she does the lighting in particular. If you want a really good one of hers, check out, she did a Zecora one, and she also did a really good one where it was a steampunk war airship fight against the changelings. Seriously, that's one I can't recommend enough. There's a link for you guys. Check her work out. Dark, I'm reading your comment there. He's... Patrick. Oh, good lord. Quote, who you calling Pinhead? There we go. Okay, why don't we do this next one by Vifex. For the record, folks, Vifex does a lot of mediums. He's an artist and a video producer, among other things. So, you're going to hear him a lot, and I'm hoping to get him on the show for an interview one of these days, actually. Anyway, Vifex titled Skybrush. See if I can get a bit of a better zoom in here. Via the description, quote, I am currently a clusterfuck of emotions and felt like making some sad art to help get me out hang on. Sad art to draw it out of me. So it's a very emotional piece. He also made it clear that this was only done in about 2 hours. If you've seen some of his early work, he's seriously matured, folks. Go look through his old stuff, and then come take a look at stuff like this. But anyway, focusing on this, feel bad. It feels bad, man. I don't like seeing good people suffer. But it does. It happens. Anyway, let's get off of that bad subject. Skybrush, Vive Effects. By the way, that's his OC, his Pony Sona, so that's why I'm showing it. Okay. Since he's here... Oh, alright, what the hell. When it comes to comics, folks, I don't know if you guys can see the words or not, so I read them off. All comics get read off by me. And yes, I try and match their voices. Horrendously. Where am I going with this? Because this next one is a comic by our good friend Muffinshire, titled Twilight's First Day, number 4. Now, if you've been following us, we've been keeping a very, very close eye on this series. And I'm sure you guys have seen it. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, of course, it's in a bit of a multi-pane. It's not forward vertical, so you're going to forgive my scrolling. Let me get a drink of water first. Yes, I am delaying the inevitable here. Sweetie, staring out of the window won't make the taxi come any quicker. Now come here and try your new saddlebag on. Thanks. I love it. Thank you, Mom. I'm going to pack a few things. Don't take too long. I want to get a photo of us together. Hey, the voices, if they haven't spoken, those are easy. See, it's stuff like this that, this is why I read it off. My voice gives me super strength. Hurry up, Twilight! Your father's almost finished setting up the camera! Coming! Whoops! Which background? The Twilight's room, Muffinshire? Think you've packed enough for a whole day there, Twily? Okay, everyone ready? Smile! Once again, Muffinshire, I just can't help but just grin with absolute love of this comic series. It's just too darn cute. Link? Again, just nothing but cuteness, and I love every minute of it. Very, very good job there, Muffinshire. Is there anything you want to say before I close it down? Take care, Oscole. Again, I hope I pronounce your names right. All right. if that's all we have to say about it, then we're moving on. No, no, thank you, ponies. There's a reason for that. It's not Mr. Ben at all. It's just me. Anyway, moving along here. Okay, we'll go with this one. Actually, no, we'll go with this one. All right, this next one I have to say is, for all of you Twilight fans out there, cover your eyes. For everyone else, especially those of you who love shipping, you're going to love this one. This next one is titled After a Wedding by Soapy Solar. There we go. This was a commission she did. She normally doesn't do shipping, but she does quite a bit of commissions. I decided to show this one, not only because she's on my permanents list, but I think it's harmless enough myself. Besides, I don't think I've ever seen Big Mac and Twi shipping before. Link? Deity, why would we ever bring that up? Candiru. What can I say? It does have her work to it, and I love her for it. All right. This next one. Which one first? Why don't we go with this one first? First one is titled Raisin Barn Cereal by Tim Kangaroo. Derpy Muffins, better question. Why not? Yeah. Raisin Barn Cereal. I love this one. I saw it and I'm like, oh, I gotta put this on here. Just because of how, just flat out silly it is. But I love it. Yes, I'll read it. A barn full of raisins in every bowl. Yeehaw! There's the link. I was typing this funny comment. I was trying to type this into my list here, my queue of art and whatnot, my notes, and I tried to put in Raisin Bran cereal. And I'm like, I know what I said, you stupid thing. Tim, if you're watching this, excellent. Rec, you just missed your piece. But, howdy. Everything seems to be going okay. Or at least, I sure hope so. Audience, you're the guys who call it, so what's your call? Ponies. Hornflakes are better. Oh. Alright, next one is titled... Let's go with this one. This one is titled Sunset by Amino. We've had her on here before. I forgot what that S... Substitute Santa, that's what it... SS for Substitute Santa, Sunset. And link. This was a Substitute Santa for someone. And yeah, it's something like a Secret Santa, but I think, if I recall right, the Substitute Santa was something like... Here in the quote. I am the Substitute Santa for this person, because she never received her gift from her original Santa. So that's why she's doing this. If you have never heard of Amino, check her stuff out. Seriously. She has a very unique take on the whole pony anatomy and form, because she's been a fan of it for a very long time. So yeah, it's good. It looks G3-ish, but it's because she takes such a unique take on the pony form, or at least the forms that we know and love anyway. And I love what she's done with it. It's not insane. I think it looks wonderful. But check her stuff out. If you like it, perfect. If you don't, just leave her be. I did get the link. Yeah, I did. Good. I personally love the color schemes on this one myself. That it's not obtrusive. And of course, it's not the red and black alicorn. And this next one, titled Apple Delivery by Colt Steel Stallion. Yes, another comic, folks. Howdy, Twilight. Here are the apples you ordered. Hey, here are the apples you ordered, Cheerily. Some big red apples. You love those, right? Thanks, Applejack. Scoot it over a little bit. Kind of see what's going on. Take care, coin flip. Why, thank you, Twilight is Magic. Really, thank you. Now here comes the fun. Howdy, Bonbon. Here are the apples you ordered. I didn't order any apples. I ordered some pears. Just take the freaking apples. For all of you Doctor Who fans out there, I hope you get the joke of this. And I don't think he was going for that, but come on. Come on, I couldn't help but make that connection when I saw this. Link. All right, moving along. Okay, now this next one by Toxic Mario is just more of an announcement piece, but I will show it. This one is titled To the Con, a commission. This is for the Fiesta Equestria convention in Texas. I think it's... I don't remember. Anyway, no words to it though, so sorry, Mr. Ben. Not right now, Pinky's fourth wall. Like I said, it's not a no words. It's just a commission. But it is his work, and I do feel obliged to show it. To the Con by Toxic Mario. The mayor you saw in there was just an OC for, I think it was either for the convention itself or someone with it. However, I don't remember who. Oh, come on, Mr. Ben. Now you're just begging for a Q scene. Or at least a reenactment of a Q scene by Discord. Well, what I would laugh at that mostly is he would go, I've been here before. Alright. Got a few more before we get into the meat and bones of everything. Got one by Death Pony here, but I'm just deciding which one to show. Oh, alright, we'll go with this one. This one is titled Flutter Stare by Death Pony. Yep, Twilight, that's the one I'm showing. Yes, folks, bear witness to it. Fluttershy giving Cthulhu the stare. There's the link. That's his Avatar Rarity t-shirt. Dark Enigma. Yes. Yes, she did. Mr. Ben, Fluttershy is OP. Nerf, please. Alright, moving along. And finally, before we get to the video, I'll go with this one. This one is titled Hot Fuzzy by Pixel Kitties. Finally, all the pets are brushed, washed, petted, fed, and sound asleep. You sure as hey earned your gems today, Spike. Yeah, I know, my Spike is terrible. Who would have thought that it would be so much work to pet sit a dog, a cat, an alligator, a turtle, an owl, and... Holy Celestia on a Segway! Is that a sea mine? No, I don't speak Klingon, so you'll apologize to me. Old Klingon proverb. He who has the sea mine gets the gems. So hand them over, biatch. Oh, come on. What does a stupid rabbit want with gems anyway? My apologies, folks. Another Klingon proverb. Rabbit hookers don't pay for themselves. The link? Holy guacamole! I see we've got an interesting conversation going on here. Anyway, it's time for the show, folks. As you know, we're watching Season 1, Episode 17. Here we go.
Where did I put that? Oh, I thought I already... Oh, and I can't forget, I thought... Oh, how am I ever gonna get this done?
Are you sure I can't help? I could...
No.
Maybe just
No, thanks.
How about...
Just stand over there.
But...
Where you'll be out of the way. Ribbon! Ribbon! Where's the ribbon?
I got it! Whoa! I'll just go and stand over there, where I'll be out of the way.
My little pony, my little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong.
Sharing kindness.
It's an easy feat, and magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Did you know you're all my very best friends?
Won't you at least let me help you clean up?
No, you've helped me quite enough.
I'm sorry, sis. I just thought that if I could help, I might find my special gift and finally earn my cutie mark.
I understand. It's just that I need this time to fill this order without any complications. Okay, all done. Now, back to work. I've lost a lot of time and I cannot have any more interruptions. What now?
Oh, sorry. I thought the open sign meant you were open, but I must have been mistaken.
Fluttershy, forgive me. I was so wrapped up in my work that I forgot you were bringing Opalescence back from her grooming.
No worries, Rarity. I've left her there in the basket.
Ooh, she looks great. I just don't understand how you're able to do it. I can't get near her without getting a swipe from her claws. Did you use the stare on her?
Oh, no. I wouldn't. I couldn't. I don't really have any control over when that happens. It just happens. No, I'm just good with animals. It's my special gift, you know.
Well, you should have a picture of Opal as a cutie mark instead of those butterflies.
Oh, maybe I can be good with animals too. Or not.
I'm sorry I can't invite you to stay and chat, Fluttershy. I've bitten off a bit more than I can chew with this order.
But you're not eating anything.
No, sweetie, it's an expression. It means that I've taken on more work than I can handle. I've got 20 of these special robes to make tonight. They're due in Trottingham tomorrow morning. See, I've lined them in this special gold silk. It took so long to make, but I think it adds just the right touch, don't you?
These are lovely, but 20 by tonight? How will you get it all done?
Well,
Oh, maybe I could just stand over here and watch.
I'll manage.
Well, maybe I should get out of your mane so you can work.
Hi, Fluttershy. Hi, Rarity.
Hello, girls.
Hey, Sweetie Belle. Scoogaloo. Apple Bloom. You ready for tonight? Yep. Cutie Mark planning session is a go. Tonight is the night we each try to find our own special talent, even if it takes us all night. I'm ready. You ready? Very ready. Cutie Mark Crusader sleepover at Rarity's. Yay! And look what I made us. Wow! That's so cool.
What does that patch on your cape mean?
The Cutie Mark Crusaders! Yay! We're on a crusade, a mission, to find our cutie marks. Yep, and look, I lined them with this special gold silk. It took so long to make, but I think it adds just the right touch. Don't you?
Sweetie Belle, what have you done? That was the last of the gold silk. Oh, now I'll have to make more. Oh, I hope I can make more. I'm gonna have to work all night. Which means, sorry, girls, I'm afraid the Crusader sleepover is canceled.
What?
I just won't have any time to watch you if I want to get these robes delivered on time.
But
No buts this time. I'm sorry, Sweetie Belle. It's just the way it has to be.
I suppose I could take them for the night.
I couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, it's no problem at all.
Have you met met my sister and her friends. A problem is all it would be.
Did I have a problem with Opal? You've seen how well I handle small creatures.
I suppose that's true, and I do have a lot of work to do.
Come on, it'll be fun.
I'll show you they're quite a handful.
These sweet little angels.
Well... all right.
Cutie Mark Crusader sleepover at Fluttershy's Cottage! Yay!
So cute. Wait for me! Oh, won't this be ever so fun? We can have a nice little tea party and braid each other's tails and sit quietly and color and tell each other fairy tales and...
Hello, Fluttershy.
Oh, hello, Twilight. Where are you off to?
I'm heading to the Everfree Forest to Zecora's to get some of my favorite tea.
The Everfree Forest? You'll be careful, won't you?
Of course. How about you? What are you doing with the girls?
Rarity has a big order to fill tonight, so I volunteered to take the girls over to my cottage for a sleepover.
Wow, sounds like every pony has their hooves full today. Taking care of those 3 fillies all by yourself? You sure you can handle it?
What? These sweet little angels. There'll be no problem at all.
Wow, look at this place! What's that? Are those chickens? What is
No problem at all. Okay, girls, what should we do?
I'm gonna get my mark first!
Girls?
Nuh-uh!
Should we...
I'm
Girls. Okay, now settle.
staying up all night! Me too! Me free!
I know you're excited, but... girls... Oh, careful with the... girls... So, what do you want to do? Play a game?
We are the Cutie Mark Crusaders! And we want to crusade for our cutie marks! And we... yeah, what they said!
I don't know. How about a nice, quiet little tea party?
Or we could go adventuring in the Everfree Forest! Yeah!
Oh no! The Everfree Forest is much too dangerous. It's filled with far too many strange creatures.
But you could go with us and we could catch those creatures. We could be, creature catchers! Yay! Cutie Mark Crusader Creature Catchers! Arr! I am a dangerous creature from the Everfree Forest! Arr! Halt, dangerous creature of the Everfree Forest! I am Sweetie Belle, the creature catcher, and I'm here to catch you! You can never catch me! I am far too powerful and dangerous! You cannot run from me! Arr! Arr!
Oh, maybe that's not such a... Now, girls, how about we do some nice coloring? No!
Come back, dangerous creature, so I can catch you! Never!
Careful. You don't... break anything.
Sorry, Fluttershy.
Yeah, sorry.
I guess we aren't creature catchers.
Oh, girls, it's okay.
I know! We could be Cutie Mark Crusader carpenters!
Carpenters?
Hammer! 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 That doesn't look like a table.
We were making a table?
Some pony needs to put this thing out of its misery.
We are definitely not Cutie Mark carpenters.
Who wants a picture of a hammer on their flank anyway?
Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, how about a game?
A game?
It's called Shh.
What's that?
Well, it's a game about who can be quiet the longest. Sound fun? I'm the world champ, you know. I bet you can't beat me.
I lose. Me too. Me free.
Okay, now what can we do?
Oh, how about Cutie Mark Crusader coal miners? Yeah!
No!
Aww.
I mean, don't you think? Aren't you excited to get all toasty and warm in your snuggly wuggly little beds?
Snuggly wuggly? But we have more crusading to do. We've got plans and capes.
Okay. Maybe the crusading can wait until morning, or when it's light and not so dark.
How are we gonna find our special talent in our sleep?
Maybe you'll have a lovely little dream about your special talent.
But we're not even tired.
How about I sing you a lullaby?
Yeah.
Hush now, quiet now, it's time to lay your sleepy head. Hush now, quiet now, it's time to go to bed.
I know this one.
Oh, how wonderful. Why don't you sing it with me?
Hush now, quiet now, it's time to lay your sleepy head. Said hush now, quiet now, it's time to go to bed.
Okay, sweetie, that was...
Drifting off to sleep, the exciting day behind you. Drifting off to sleep, let the joy of daylight find you.
Thank you, sweetie.
Hush now, quiet now, lay your sleepy head. Say hush now, quiet now, it's time to go to bed. What is that? Girls, Fluttershy, your chickens are on loose. I wonder what could have caused that. Don't worry, Fluttershy. The Cutie Mark Crusaders will handle this. Cutie Mark Crusader chicken herders.
No, I don't think that's a... come back. Please. Come on, girls. The chickens are fine. Oh, girls.
Girls!
Come on. In you go. There's some good chickens. Okay, you three. Isn't it about time you got into bed?
But
Please. So, no more crusading for tonight, all right?
yes, Fluttershy. We promise, Fluttershy. Good night, Fluttershy.
Okay, good night.
Okay, so what kind of crusading do we do next? There's not much we can do from this room unless we become Cutie Mark Crusader cottage cleaners. No, thanks. Well, we have to think of something. We can't just waste this opportunity to find out what our special talents are. Hey, girls! Look! Some of the chickens may have escaped. Into the forest. Cutie Mark Crusaders Chicken Rescuers are go!
It really wasn't that hard. I mean, all I needed to do is just show them who's in charge. Nothing's gonna get past Fluttershy. Good with animals, good with kids.
Wait up!
Peace and quiet. Too quiet. Girls? Girls? Elizabeth! She's missing! Girls? Oh no! They must have gone looking for my missing chicken, which means they must have gone into the ever-free forest! Those girls have really done it this time. They've really bitten off more than they can chew. Oh, just like me. I never should have offered to watch them.
Here, tick, 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 tick. What are you doing? Calling for the chicken. That is not how you call a chicken. Oh, and you know how to call a chicken. I know that's not the way. Then show me. I don't have to show you. You're just chicken. Am not. Oh, wait. Now I know how to call a chicken. Skidaloo! Skid, skidaloo! That's so funny I forgot to laugh. You how to call a chicken. Why, you... Come on, guys. We're not gonna find the chicken or our cutie marks by arguing. Maybe that's our special talent. Arguing. Is not, is two. Is not, is two. Anything yet?
No.
Darn. Here, tick, 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 box. Girls. Girls. Get a hold of yourself, Fluttershy. Just put one hoof in front of the other. What was that? Twilight? Is that you? Oh, Twilight, it is you. Thank goodness you're here. I need your help. The girls are out here somewhere, and I'm afraid that they're... Oh! What's happened to you? Oh, no! If you've been turned to stone, it must mean... Oh no! The girls! Don't move. I'll be back for you. Girls! Is not, is two! Is not, is two! Girls! Our special talent is not arguing. Besides, what would the cutie mark of some pony whose talent is arguing even look like? Girls? Girls? Fluttershy? Girls, thank goodness I found you. Fluttershy, what? Girls, we have to leave the forest at once. But we haven't found the chicken yet. There's no time for that. There's a cockatrice on the loose. A what now? A cockatrice. It's a frightening creature with the head of a chicken and the body of a snake. Now, come on. The head of a chicken and the body of a snake?
That doesn't sound scary. That sounds silly.
Well, if I ever saw one of them cockathingies face to face, I'd laugh at how silly it was. No, never look one in the eye. You look a cockatrice in the eye. Chicken! Girls, wait! Here, chicken! There he is! 2 chickens? I thought only one escaped. Grab them both! Now we have to... Girls, please. Girls, listen to me, girls. Please. Girls! Behind me, now! You! Just who do you think you are going around turning others into stone? You should be ashamed of yourself. I have half a mind to find your mother and tell her what you've been up to, young man. Now you go over there and turn Elizabeth and my friend Twilight back to normal. And don't ever let me catch you doing this again. Do you understand me? Are you girls all right? I was so worried.
Yeah, fine.
Thanks to that stare of yours.
You're like the queen of stairs. You're the Stairmaster.
We're sorry we snuck out of the house and into the forest. Yeah, we'll listen to you from now on.
We promise.
Oh, you do you? Well, you better, or I'll give you the stare.
What happened?
And that's when it brought you back from Stone.
This is gonna make quite a letter to the princess. I was wrong about you. You certainly do know how to handle those girls.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
How so?
I assumed that I'd be just as good with kids as I am with animals. Boy, was I wrong. I really learned the hard way not to bite off more than I could chew.
You and Rarity both. Good morning, Rarity.
Did you finish all those capes?
Just delivered them. I have to admit, if you hadn't come along, I might not have. Thanks again.
Won't you stay for some tea?
I really must get back to the shop and clean up. Girls, get your things. Time to go. Girls! Girls! Time! Girls! Your things! Girls! It's time to... Girls!
Allow me. Girls?
Yes, Fluttershy, you called?
Go and get your things. Rarity's here to see you home.
Of course, Fluttershy. Right away. How did you do that?
I guess I'm just as good with kids as I am with animals.
Speaking of which, I could use your help with Opal.
Of course. How about later today?
How about now?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was The Stairmaster. What are some of your initial thoughts? How do you feel about the episode? Blah, 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 just some initial one-liners. So we're not done yet, folks. We still got quite a bit. Twilight is magic. Okay, Muffinshire. I'm just reading the comments here. Everyone, girls, girls, girls! TN Addict. Yeah, I would say this one probably is the best CMC episode of Season 1. I would agree with you on that. Super Brony. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Alright, when we do these episode analyses, I have both my own subjective opinion and just some objective facts on it. Like, for instance, the episode's title is, based off of The Exercise Machine, The Stairmaster. It's not the last time we'll be hearing of this, albeit that's a fan-inverse thing. This is also the first and only episode of Season 1 in which Applejack isn't present, and also where Apple Bloom is not with Applejack. So, what's funny about that, in my humble opinion, is just about the same thing is going to be seen in the next 2 seasons, for crying out loud. They say she's a background pony. We'll get there when we get there, though. Anyway, this is also the episode that reveals that Sweetie Belle is Rarity's sister. Mr. Ben, I'm seeing your line there. One of the things of the highlights that I really like about this episode is the expectations versus reality. Now, what do I mean by this? Simple example would be when they're on their way to Fluttershy's cottage. What's Fluttershy saying? Oh boy, we can tell stories, braid each other's manes, color, tell stories, blah, blah, blah. Does this sound familiar, folks? Doesn't this sound like something you would see in a show intended for girls? And then reality sets in, and what do we have here? Oh, I don't even have my camera on, for crying out loud. There we go. But anyway, as I was saying, Annie Derp, no, I'm not much of a fan of muffins. Give me cupcakes, though. Anyway, as I was saying, but what really happens when they get there? And in reality, I absolutely love this little bit of irony because it's so much more real. Why do I say that? Go on, if anyone's ever worked with kids about the 8 to 10-year-old range, you probably know what I'm talking about. For those of you who haven't, this episode does a pretty accurate job of summing up both boys and girls, what they're like. Cow, it could certainly be a jab at G3, and I certainly do believe it. But yeah, like I just said, I think this is kind of an expectations versus a reality thing. Paulo, they might like to be distant from each other, but their antics of death, destruction, and decay are pretty darn similar. About the only difference is... Actually, there is no difference. Not in my experience. If it sounds like I'm bashing them, yeah, I probably am. But like I said, I just haven't. I've had some good. I will admit, I have had some very good kids about that age group that I've met. There are some really good ones out there. But in that same breath, I've had my fair share of those that have gone south. Anyway, carrying on. I don't have a lot of notes here, folks. I will just freely admit that. And I wish I did. I wish this was 2 episodes ago, or even 1 episode ago, where I had a lot to talk about. But I really don't here, and I really wish I did. So if this episode analysis isn't as good, stick around or come back in about 2 episodes when we get to episode 19. I'll have quite a bit to say there. Anyway, moving along now. This is also the first time we've seen the inside of Fluttershy's cottage. Remember, we've seen the outside from episode 7, but first time we've actually been in it. So, of course, we get to the this whole muffins versus cupcakes debate. I agree, Muffinshire. They really did put a nice bit of detail into that cottage. Everyone's just going nuts with this cupcake versus muffins debate. Anyway, I'm going to get back on topic here. So, of course, like I said, they're in the cottage, they're destroying everything, the CMCs, and that's really about it. Yeah, I don't like to talk about future episodes unless I need to, but anyway, the episode goes on, we finally get this little bit by Michelle Kraber as Sweetie Belle's singing voice. What are your guys' thoughts about all that? Mr. Ben. Agree, Marshall. Cool. Pinky's fourth wall. Cool. Yeah, one of the as Marshall brought up there, it sets up something for future episodes, particularly when we get to what is it? Episode 21? Yeah. When we get to episode 21, but we'll get there when we get there. How so, Twilight is magic? I would agree with that. I would agree with that wholeheartedly. So they go on, and this, yeah, obviously this episode then establishes Fluttershy's stare here. That, well, she has a pretty darn intimidating glare that she uses to basically, I don't know. Yeah, Twi is magic. I figured that's what you were referring to, and we've discussed that before. Like I said, this one establishes that stare of hers, and that up until Discord came along, no living thing could stand before it. Then we get to, we get beyond. Let's talk about that cockatrice for a minute. Pretty, yeah, it's surprisingly it's not from, this one isn't from Greek mythology, folks. This is actually just late 12th century England, so the 1100s. It's a creature with the body of a small two-legged dragon and a rooster's head. So believe it or not, when I looked at a picture of this, when I was looking this up, the design they used in the show here is actually very much more aligned with some with a picture I saw that was a little bit more original to the I said it wasn't from Greek mythology, cow. Anyway, what was it I was saying? The form they used was actually more in line with what was originally made. So kudos to the team for getting the form correct, or maybe just I'll leave it to your guys' opinions on that. And yeah, in the old accounts, its gaze would petrify. So again, that good consistency on their part. And yeah, of course, Fluttershy then uses the stare to eventually overpower the thing and get it to turn Twilight and her chicken Elizabeth back to stone. Paolo, I don't believe a cockatrice appears in Harry Potter. Or at least, I do remember it was mentioned in one of the Triwizard tournaments from the past, but not the one that we used, and or the one that was presented, and otherwise it was never shown. Anyway, um, that's about all I really have in terms of notes for this episode. So, what do you guys think of this? Marshall, that's funny you bring that up, because what I love is the fact that What I love is the fact that Scootaloo and Apple Bloom argue about towards the end. Yeah, this is definitely a Fluttershy centered episode. Something, of course, we'll see eventually. Not only just in future seasons, but within this season as well. Something I do want to bring up that I will say is unique to season one here is this episode shows us a side, as I put it, Fluttershy's altruistic nature. We'll get there when we get there to episode 24, but from now, look at what she does here. A friend, she believes that she can help. She volunteers her work. In this case, I can watch the CMCs while Rarity does her work, saving their sleepover and allowing Rarity to work. But what happens? In both instances, it comes back to bite her in the butt. And I bring this up because even though it's only something unique to season one, something I do like about it is that it's seen again. So that's why I decided to bring it up. Agreed, Mr. Ben. And I can't believe I'm going to bring this up, but I do have it in the notes, and it is part of the episode. Let's talk about that whole Scootaloo as a chicken meme. As some of you probably saw in the chat, no, I hate this meme a lot, a lot. I want it burned. I want its ashes peed on. I want those ashes buried. I am not kidding about this, folks. Why? Because, like a lot of memes in this fandom, it's too forced on us. And I know I'm only setting myself up for trouble here, but I don't care. Burn this meme. Burn it with fire and holy water and brimstone and anything else you can think of that can burn. Dark, that's not a plot hole. That'd be a trope. No, at least not right now, Mr. Ben. Yeah, I know, I'm a little... If that doesn't tell you how much I don't like this meme, let it be known. Anyway, moving on. Overall, I do have to say that it's not a bad episode, but I do have to say it's not a very memorable episode. All in all, I don't think... I just don't think the storytelling is as good as it could be. I just don't think that this... I just don't think this episode is very, like I said, memorable. The storytelling just isn't as strong, and while it does certainly establish a few things, I'm sorry, folks. It's just not a memorable episode. What do you guys feel? Now, I will note something. Does that mean that I hate it? Of course not. I can rewatch it. But in terms of, as I said, there's stuff that it brings to the table. But unlike some other episodes that we have reviewed and others that we will get to, if you tell me name my top 10 episodes, I don't think this one's going to be in there. Hey, Mike. That's the best way I can put it. So any final thoughts? If not, I'm going to get back to the I'm going to get back to showing some art. I do have quite a bit left, and I said I would show it. Unless you guys have anything left to say about the episode. Okay, Dark Enigma. I thought so. Just sorry about that. That would be nice. Excuse me, folks. Twilight is magic. All right. So that's, like I said, that's about all I have to really say about the episode. Like I said, come back in about 2 episodes, and then we'll really get into episode discussion. But if not, let's get back to the arts. Let me get the rest of Death Ponies out of the way here. This next one is titled Relaxing Inky, as in Inky Pie. This one he drew for that Callisti charity stream. Yeah. And I need to get rid of my camera. Mr. Ben. Here's the link. What's really nice about this one, I must admit, we don't have her sad. She's just relaxing. I've never, to be honest, folks, I've never seen that. I've never seen a happy Inky Pie before. So it's actually kind of nice. Kudos to you, Death Pony. Since when has this show ever been anatomically correct, Mr. Ben? Alright. This next one, titled Cuddle Time by Death Pony. Again, this was for that charity stream as well. And what that penguin was doing there, I have no clue. I think he says it in the... He doesn't say. Sorry, folks. But this one, I have to admit... my heart. Too cute! Ugh. But then again, lethal cuteness is something that Death Pony is pretty darn good at. Lyra H. whatever. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. Oh, I can sound even more Canadian Calvarkian, eh? Yeah, if you want me to, I could. Alright, moving along here. This next one is by... Alright, this one is by Muffinshire. It's another comic. You gotta give a little bit of a background story on this one. This one is a piece he did for a Tumblr blog called Ask... why can't I remember that? Oh, Ask Pun Pony. So anyway, Muffinshire has contributed pieces to this blog, but this is the first one that is being shown. I have no idea about the pun pony, so you're going to have to forgive me, folks. But let's get started. The subject of the matter was, what was Pun Pony's first pun? Who's my darling foal? Goo! What is it? Goo! I love this one. I thought it was nothing but just more cuteness. More cuteness churned out by our good friend Muffinshire. Do you have any, Muffinshire, do you have anything to say about it? Anything you want to comment or something we should know about it? Gack. Whoops. Yeah, I forgot to, apparently the gack is still enforced. Yeah, you can't say gack unless you want to get kicked. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but yes. Alright, let's finish up with effects here. And these next two, this first one, these next two of his are in the style of Fighting is Magic. One of them is of a canon character, the other is of an OC. Smith. Anyway, first one we'll go with Colgate Fighting is Magic. Sorry about that. I think, I'm not sure, folks, but I would love to see it if he did a series on the Fighting is Magic style. He does a really good job of it, especially when you see the next one. One of the things that I love about it is the fact that people are expanding upon it. Now, to be fair, maybe Fighting is Magic will include some background ponies. But, if not, just one of the things I love about this fandom is when something gets going, we do tend to expand upon it. Moving along. And last one of Vifex's, Megaphoric Fighting is Magic. Yeah, as he put right here, we'll do some more in the future. Here's the link. If I recall right, is it him or her? If I recall right, I know Vifex has been doing some business with some other artists in the music industry in particular. And I think, if I recall right, he has been doing some stuff with Megaphoric here. So I wouldn't be shocked if we start seeing some more stuff with Megaphoric in the future out of him. I hope I got that correct, Twilight is Magic. Like I said, I was referring to Vifex more than anything. Anyway, moving along here. Just a few more bits and pieces here. I'm going to get everything I can show out of the way, and then I'm going to give you guys the links to spoiler stuff. One of the things that has come up in okay, I was just making sure the stream wasn't frozen. Anyway, as I was saying, one of the things that has come up on throughout this show is what happens when I have someone who I said I'd give my word to, but they violate something, like a spoiler, or it's saucy, etc., etc. What I do with stuff like that is I'll put in the text here something like spoiler or NSFW, and then I'll give you the link. I won't show it on screen, but this way you can view it, but I don't violate my own rules. It's not pretty. I wish I could show it to you, but I can't for various reasons. Anyway, last thing here is just more of an advertisement for Toxic Mario, but he has a t-shirt out right now called What Just Happened. Now available on We Love Fine. He finally, for those of you who don't know or haven't followed him, Toxic Mario got into the t-shirt designing business along with Citra, his good friend, not too long ago. Well, Citra's been doing this for a while. You've probably seen his shirts. The Toxic Mario finally got into it, and this is one that he finally started advertising. Would I wear this shirt? Oh yeah, I would. I love his little Fluttershy shrug there. It's so darn adorable, darn it. If let me see here. Yeah, he's got a link to it in the description, so if you guys want it, go ahead. I see your comment there, Mr. Ben, and thank you. What Just Happened t-shirt by Toxic Mario. Alright, now everything from beyond here is the spoiler stuff, folks. So, let me disseminate this stuff. This first one is titled Twilight Sparkle Redacted by Soapy Solar. And this next one is titled... Oh, wait. I have one more that is not a spoiler. How did I miss that? Anyway, I'll show it really quickly. This next one is by Pixel Kitties, titled Winter Storm Luna and Winter Storm Preparedness. I love what she did to Luna's color scheme here. She looks a lot more icy than, well, night-ish. But I really like it. I think it looks awesome. I really, really do, folks. She's bringing attention to this one, that winter preparedness piece. She's got some information on winter storm preparation. For those of you who don't have the glory that is snow, you're missing out. But for those of us that do, yeah, we all know how bad some winter storms can be. So anyway, this website has some tips and hints for you. But, yeah, check it out. Did I give you the link? If not, here we go. I'll make sure to... Better safe than sorry, and I'm not going to go back and snoop or look at it. Mr. Ben. Alright. So as I was saying, back to the spoiler stuff, and then we'll wrap up here. This next one is titled... Now, I can't even say the title of this one. And this one I can't say either. All of these are by Pixel Kitties, by the way. Wow, I'm just batting 1,000 here today, folks, but Meh. Welcome to the show. This one I can show, though, titled I Believe in M.A. Larson, Alpha. I'm not quite 100% sure about the story here, but she has this button here in regards to the season finale, the season 3 finale, and as she put it, full permission to post and use in support of the incredibly talented, funny, and always entertaining writer of MLPFIM. 3 weeks left until his season finale episode. Then she just gives some silly banter. I've seen her work. I've seen this piece. She's used it, and M.A. Larson himself has used it on their Twitter accounts. So, you want to use it, knock yourself out. As she said, use it. Use it to your heart's content. And for the record, folks, yes, we will discuss the season 3, the entirety of the season 3 season when we get there. It's just going to be basically a quick summary or run over, what do you guys feel about it, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. But yes, when it ends, we'll get there. What else do I have in the remaining 4 minutes? I got all those. I believe I'm done here, folks. I don't have anything left to say. Do you guys have anything you want to, any last words before we sign off? Yeah, it is about the Super Bowl time, and I'm actually glad we are wrapping up not only a little bit early, but just about on time. Next episode, Twilight is magic. Will we have what next episode? Yeah, next Babble with Bronies episode, we're going down the list. Season 1, episode 18. So, prep for that. And if that's the case, then let's wrap this up. We are, as I said earlier, we won't be broadcasting 2 weeks from now. That's the 17th of February. And other than that, that's what all I have left. So, from all of us here at Babble with Bronies, I want to thank you all for coming, dropping by and stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed the show. In other words, take care.